Former FDC leader Kwarikunda Mbareba goes independent in Rukiga LC5 race. Kwarikunda's shift to independent status reflects broader dissatisfaction with traditional party structures, signaling potential realignment with Rukiga's electorate. As the official campaign period takes shape, attention will center on how voters respond to independent leadership compared to established party machinery. The LC5 chairperson race in Rukiga now promises to be a dynamic and closely watched contest shaped profoundly by internal party fractures and changing public sentiment. Kwarikunda Mbareba, who recently led the Forum for Democratic Change FDC in Rukiga district, has been formally nominated as an independent candidate for the LC5 chairperson race. His nomination was confirmed by District Returning Officer Rebecca Mbabazi at the Electoral Commission offices in Muhanga Town Council. Kwarikunda, who lost to Robert Mbabazi Kakwerere in the 2021 elections, was the first candidate officially cleared for the 2025 contest, followed by Simon Mutebirwa Magenda, nominated as the National Resistance Movement NRM candidate.
Evidenced by the stamp, I have been fully nominated to contest for the chairmanship LC5 of Rukiga. There have been, of course, an uphill task to collect signatures for people to assent to your nomination. But it wasn't as tough because the people know me so well. I have worked for them before, so they were so much willing. Only that there is a challenge. There are people who have registered the national, who are registered under the national identification but do not vote. So some people are willing to give you, they actually signed for us, but they are not voters. They hold national IDs, but do not vote. I would like to appeal to all people of Rukiga and all the citizens of Uganda to take an initiative and participate in this civic activity. It is your duty as a citizen of Uganda to choose your leaders. Because at the end of the day, when people represent you and choose the leaders you do not want, then you have no reason to complain that you have bad leaders. So I wish to request people, and there is now an update going on of the national register, of the national IDs. I would like to urge them really to participate, but also participate in registering for the voting.
As one of the candidates, do you think
these two factions follow months of open disagreements between FDC's two main factions, one led by Party President Patrick Amoriat and Secretary General Nandla Mafabi, and the other aligned with Dr. Kizza Besigye, the party's founding leader. Accusations of financial impropriety, undemocratic practices, and ideological confusion have deeply fractured the party, leading to what observers describe as an identity crisis. Mbareba cited the party's recent nomination exercise as another sign of its collapse in Rukiga district, revealing that not a single candidate came forward to express interest in contesting for any flag-bearer position.
Vox Populi, Vox Dei, is Latin simply to mean that the voice of the people is the voice of God. When the people do demand, then you play to the game. I stood as an FDC candidate then, and due to the demands of the very many people that who have even come to witness my nomination, they asked me to come as an independent. And I had no option, therefore, but to pick nomination forms and therefore run as an independent. I do not despise the time I spent with my former party, but I wish to declare today that unfortunately we have come to the end of our marriage. We have very good memories of the marriage, but has unfortunately come to an end. I wish them good luck. I've learned so many things. I've got some good experience to shape me into the very future that we are going for right after here.
During the nomination process, several of his seconders were not accepted due to issues with the voter registry. Citizens possessing valid national IDs are being encouraged to verify their registration to avoid being excluded. Kwarikunda's decision to run independently follows growing public pressure and dissatisfaction within his former party. To coordinate his campaign, he has opened a campaign office along the Mbarara Kabale Road in Muhanga Town Council. Rukiga District Speaker Oscar Akampulira was also nominated to run as District Councillor representing workers, a position he formerly held. His tenure as Speaker has revealed a disconnect among the district's labour force, with most workers not formally organised under labour unions, weakening collective bargaining power. Akampulira's campaign will emphasise mobilising the workforce, connecting workers with unions, and promoting awareness of their rights. He has also requested the Electoral Commission consider allowing workers stationed far from home to vote at their workplaces to improve turnout. Simon Mutebi Rwamagenda, nominated as the National Resistance Movement NRM candidate for LC5 chairperson, pledged to strengthen party leadership in the district. He plans to work closely with local party structures and community elders to ensure Rukiga continues its development under NRM stewardship.
Obwebembezi bwanje ekyokubanza kyabyonama ninyendagata ahabwe ebyamagara hamwe n'ebyobwegese. Konka kukira munonga nka Kigezi tuyinita karike naguri karike kabire ry'yamani. Konka twaempoweringa abana bitu tukabashomesa tukabegesa okubine kuhinga omumurembo musya eki President Museveni arimo kugenda arapreachinga ninga regesa abantu ko sita karike konka okashanga wahingamu okiyamu amasharura mingi ninga gesente nyingi ecyaka no kurangwa amashomero gitu gagatara kora kubi kuyaho twayongera ku empowering abashomesa bashomese jabana ba embracing a new curriculum kureba ngo abana bitu ebye mikono umwana yaza kumarasini ya 4 arabasa nawo kutunge sati tutari kushanga ngo ayine kubanza yaza kugure sati ya ruga China so nyo kukira munonga amana ganje nigenda kubagari omuskilling the youth and we empower ba local farmers linga abahinji turebe ngo byo hinji twabyongera mamani twa supervisinga projects za government PDM turebe ngo sente zazine kuija kukacharo zaikayo kandi zakwata omuntu oshemere kuzikwata tutari kurondo mu gigorodo wabireje okamuhereza sente za PDM sente za PDM zine kukwatwa omuntu ogu ou government target injiri so nkanyi fraga beara ninga sho muntu yijirabwa LC5 no kureba ngo nakuratira manifesto ya NRM first of all at the same time naba innovative kureba ngo nakwatagana nabebembeze bona chairman LC1 okisa ari ba MP na president kugira ngo project za government zatamburaje omu pipeline twa supervisinga twareto bohereza twabohereza abantu kabanyarukiga atari mu kushorora omunganda omudini ekinenda kushobora kukigarukamo kuhereza obuhereza abanya Uganda kugira ngo Uganda yitu Rukiga yitu egendo omisho.
The nomination period ran from September 3rd to 5th September 2025 and concluded at the Rukiga District Electoral Commission headquarters. Western Regional Election Officer Robert Weine emphasized the importance of punctuality and complete documentation, warning that late arrivals or incomplete submissions would lead to disqualification. He acknowledged earlier technical issues with verifying national identification numbers, reassuring the public that systems have been since stabilized and the process is proceeding smoothly.
What I want you to appreciate, echinenango ochenge nigo murundi gwitu go kubanza kwejunisa software eyogo mulingo mu kushujuma ibipapura byabo abesimbireho. It is called a nomination app, basically in simple terms. So in its functionality, it causes a database yendanga muntu narishinira. So when we rolled it out, twatangira kugikozesa harugayo complaints from returning officers n'aba technical staff babo abo ba training abali kugikozesa ngo obumwe babarashanga ba candidates na supporters babo system itakubasha kuba detecting mainly for day 1 improvements zatanchire kuzamu day 2 amuheru turi kuza kwenda nyumwazo elizoba mu myanya inaza bangira ngo system yerakora kurungi case in point hana how turi mu offices za Rukiga na nabulizo returning officer kugira ngo system ezo yerikoraje na rubande ina rugerezo ba system ya rege na Kisoro na kabare na atunga reports ngwereje. So basically as far as the system is concerned, I want you to appreciate that there are upgrades going on, upgrades mu Rukiga nage. System eraza kuterera. By the time we finish all local government levels, system eraza kwa ya stabilizing. Konka challenge enkuru hati noleberezwa n'olunaku lwa muheru okweyandisa district level. Konkola leba n'enyuma yanje hakyalimu ba candidates abali mu line. These are candidates who accessed the offices, the office premises, the nomination venue. Zitakakire shayi 11. So abo nibo baleta challenges hati olaza kushanga returning officer aza kuhendera nkashazi nka either shahe mwe nga shahi biri kunkati kira masango araba ya hendi teka kuba ikiragiro cyagira ngo candidate ya mwenu nkukole baga bank need to use that best practice. Candidates baba accessing the nomination venue by 5 orarajiwa kubakora. So nati nicho kiri kugenda omisho hanuya ndahamya no mu myanya yindi wabulizi haliyo this kind of situation. Kirakira kuletwa candidates not being prepared enough. Kuchira munonga abo ba district chairperson ba candidates ba LC5 chairperson barakira kutunga oburemeza kuba nomination papers zabo zirabashaba signatures nyingi. To attach a list of 50 supporters from 2/3 of the electoral areas or sub-counties is no mean task. Yes.
With nominations officially closed, Rukiga district and the country now sets the stage for a vibrant and closely contested electoral season. Key races include LC5 chairperson seat, district councillor positions and representation for special interest groups. As the campaign period begins, electoral authorities urge candidates to focus on issue-based and peaceful engagement. Compiled by Nelson Ahimbisiwe for Kigezi Television.